Welcome back to my channel. It is your girlfriend D, and I am back with another video. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about the books that are on my Kindle, okay? Because I have a lot of ebooks on my Kindle and they are kind of out of sight, out of mind, okay? I read from my Kindle often. However, I usually only read the books that are on my physical TBR via Kindle. I never ever read the books that I actually buy that is on my Kindle. Because aside from reading books and buying physical books for my shelves, I also buy a lot of ebooks for Kenny, my Kindle. Now, my toxic trait is throwing dollars for these ebook deals and not reading the books. So we're going to talk about all of the ebooks that I've purchased this year. And I'm going to need you guys' help because I need to know which one of these ebooks or few or whichever ones I mentioned today needs to be priority. And I need to get them read from my Kindle. Now, my Kindle name is Kenny. This is Kenny. And let's talk about what's on Kenny. I have 26 ebooks I've purchased this year, and let's get to them. So the first one is If You Stay by Brittany Cherry. Now, If You Stay by Brittany Cherry is a romance. Brittany Cherry is an amazing romance novel. I am actually reading that book with my book club as a side quest. So I definitely plan to get to that one. But let me tell you guys why though. The reason why I'm getting to that one is because it's actually on my physical TBR for the fall. So that's my toxic trait. I love to buy the physical book and then I love to have the ebook just so that every version is easily accessible whenever I feel like reading. So that's my toxic trait. The next one I have is Harlem Rhapsody. Now, Harlem Rhapsody is one of those books that I've seen everybody talking about over on Bookstagram, and I was getting fear of missing out. And I didn't want to buy the physical book because I had never read anything by this author. And then I don't think my library had it. So I came across the little deal for the Kindle. I think it was probably like 99 cents and I bought it. And I think that's historical fiction. If you guys have read Harlem Rhapsody, let me know. I think I did check it out via Libby, the audiobook, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. So I returned it so that the next people in line can read it. And the next one that I have is The Great Man by Kyra Davis Laurie. Now, I just seen my girl Anita reading this book and I told her I cannot wait to get my hands on the book. And y'all, when I told her that, I had forgot I actually had it on my Kindle. Like, I have it. You see what's going on here? Like, if I don't see it physically on my shelves, I don't pay attention to nothing that is on Kenny unless I am borrowing a book from Libby that matches the physical book I have on my shelf. That's my toxic trait. Literally, Anita just posted this video. And I literally said I can't wait to get my hands on that book. Yep, that's how toxic I am. The next one I have is The Company You Keep. And this is by Angela Henry. I think I just came across this book and I read the synopsis and I was like, that sounds good. It's a black girl on the cover, so it's probably $1. Just run it. Have y'all read that one? Because I've never seen anybody talk about that one. Editing brain here as I am collecting photos for this video. I forgot to mention Raina's new book as well, her novella. Raina, I love you, my boo. I just already created this folder before your book was released. So I am so sorry, but this is another ebook that I purchased this year that I do need to get to ASAP because it's a novella. So yes, Raina, I love you. Y'all check out her novella. It is a thriller. And if you are into thriller and suspense, you're going to love this one. Another one I have is A Love Like the Sun. Now, this one is supposed to be a romance novel, and I heard it's really, really good. And I've been saying I was going to read this book before the year ends, and I've just been pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off, and I never read it. Why? Because it's on Kenny. That's why. The next one I have is Ben About You by AC Taylor. So I'm going to assume that one is a urban fiction romance. And yeah, I've seen the cover. The cover looks dope. The book was on sale, and so I got it. Let me know if y'all read that one. Now I do have a series. What is this series called? The Granger series. I think it's like 4 books. The Drew Collins University series that everybody's been talking about. I think it's like 4 books in that series. The covers are so freaking dope, but I've never read anything by this author. I think it's supposed to be like fantasy, more like on the urban fiction side. Drew Collins is the university, the HBCU these characters are going to, and it's like a magical HBCU. Y'all, the thing I like about this author is that her marketing is top tier. She has merch. Everybody is claiming to be students of this university, and I'm like, I want to go. So I downloaded the books. I downloaded all. The next one is The Blood Sagas by Avery Brown. I literally only purchased this book because I seen my twin Danny reading the book, and then the author posted that it was for sale, and I'm like, if Danny like it, then I might like it too. So let me just go ahead and just buy the book, buy the ebook. The next one I have is The House of Eve. Now, I have The House of Eve as a physical copy as well. The House of Eve is actually on my fall TBR, and my girl Kayla, she said I need to read it. She was like, you need to make it priority, and I plan to make this one priority. I've read The Yellow Wife, and I love it, and I also have one of her earlier books on my shelf from when she was like writing contemporary fiction. So yeah, I really want to get back into Sadiqa Johnson. I'm just trying to make sure my mind is right when I open up that book, because The Yellow Wife, while it was very good, I listened to that one via audio and it was very graphic. So if you guys read The Yellow Wife and you guys know what type of activities went down in that book, to be listening to that book, yeah, that was pretty hard. I have The Favorites. Now, The Favorites I've seen over here on BookTube from some of the young ladies that I'm subscribed to, and they always compare that to Magnolia Parks. And that's why I downloaded that one, because I love the Magnolia Parks series. I think I'm in the middle of it. I think I should be starting book 4 soon. So I love Magnolia Parks, and so when everybody was comparing it to that, I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get that one. What is this one? Colliding into His Arms. Listen, black girl on the cover, and I downloaded it. If Beale Street Could Talk by James Baldwin. Now, that one I actually started when I was trying to do like a taste test of the books. Because I was like, I wasn't really in a reading slump. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to read. So that one seemed to be pretty good. I just put it down and never picked it back up. It literally shows that I'm 12% into that one. Whenever I do get back to that one, I'm going to restart it. But I definitely need to get back into James Baldwin's work. Another one that I have is Elegance to D. I actually have the entire series physically on my shelf, like up here, this row that y'all can't see. I have the entire series, and for some reason, I want that to be a buddy read. Like, I want to read that series with someone, or even just the first book. Like, I know I know people don't want to like tie themselves into a series, and I don't even know if they're a series for sure. Maybe they're interconnected standalones because it's a romance. But for some reason, I've been trying to throw that title out there because I really want to buddy read that. So if you down for a buddy read and you want to read Elegance of D, hit me up so we can read that together. I have Losing Sight by Tati Richardson. I just seen everybody on Bookstagram talking about it, and I was like, you know what? If my folks like it, I'm probably gonna like it too. I just never got around to it. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. As y'all know, I've been collecting her books as I come across them over the year or so. And Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is one of my favorite books by her. I gave that a 5-star. That was my intro to her. And so I think I have Daisy Jones and the Six on my shelf. I think that might be the one I need to purchase. But what I've been doing is just buying the ebooks to go with the physical books, because I'm telling y'all, that is literally my toxic trait. I have Waiting for Friday Night by Sunitha Williams. Now, I think that is part of a series as well. There is a book 1 and a book 2. I think I have the first 2. I think I purchased the first 2. I think it's 3-book series. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But my girl, my girl Raina read it, and then my girl Nike read it as well, and they both was like, it's mid. It's not something to just rave about. So that's why I have not read that one. But if y'all have other thoughts and opinions about that series, let me know. I have The Wife Before by Shanora Williams. I plan to get to that one real soon because that is on my physical TBR for the fall. The Love Songs of W.E.D. Du Bois. That one is a thickie, and that's the reason why I purchased the ebook. Similar to the reason why I read Demon's Dream via ebook, because that book is super thick too. And I saved that book for the end of the year last year, and I literally ate it up in like less than 2 weeks. So my plan was to save this one for the very end of the year. I've been seeing some of my mutuals read it and raving about it and literally falling in love with it. So as of now, the plan is to get to that one before the year ends, but we'll see. What's this one? Tristan. I don't know. I'm gonna put the title on I'm putting the titles on the screen because some of these, you guys know, the Kindle is black and white. So, child, my eyesight ain't all that good. Black man on the cover. And see, for me, I will buy an ebook with a black man on the cover, but it really depends on me getting a physical book. Like, I don't really want a physical book with like naked men or whatever on the covers, because I got kids, I got a husband. So I'm just like, I don't know if it's appropriate for me to have those on my bookshelf, but I tend not to buy books with like men that don't have shirts on and stuff like that on the cover. Just like this one, Effing With You by the same author. Yeah, I wouldn't put this one on my bookshelf because he ain't got no clothes on. But I end up purchasing these. The synopsis sound really, really good. It's an indie author, so I do like to support indie authors as well. If you guys read these, let me know. And then I have Lauren Lacey's trilogy. One of the books is called Love You Till the End, and then there's 3 of them. Let me see. It's not showing all 3 of them. Oh, I got all 3 of them. So Loving You to the End, Loving You Finally, and then Love You Always by Lauren Lacey. If you guys are new here, Lauren Lacey is one of my favorite romance authors. I absolutely love her writing and her writing style. I love her books. The Black Summer Island series is a series that I rave about. So when I seen these covers are beautiful. Okay, they are so freaking pretty. I just hadn't gotten to them yet. And I really want to get to them because I have not read anything by Lauren Lacey since her latest novel came out. So I really do want to get to these. I just don't know when. I don't think I will this year. I might have to make these priority at the top of the year. So yeah, I purchased 26 ebooks this year. And like I said, out of sight, out of mind, if I'm literally not seeing these books on my physical TBR, like my TBR card, on my bookshelf, just looking at them, then I forget about them. And I use my Kindle every single day. Kenny gets used, okay? Kenny gets used. I use Kenny every single day, but majority of the time it's because I've borrowed a book from Libby or because I'm reading an e-arc. Never because I'm reading the book that I purchased, unless, well, that's a lie, because I'm, like I said, I'm gonna be reading Brittany Cherry's book. So, you know, it's very rare that I read a book that I purchased. So if any of these you guys have read and you guys know that I would like them, please let me know down below, because I do want to show some love to these ebooks that I purchased, because I purchased them. I need to read them. Now, I do know that, you know, Amazon has changed things around, and, you know, the little books, the little ebooks that we're purchasing, they're talking about they don't belong to us and blah, 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 blah. But you know what? I think if you're trying to go on a book buying ban, right? Say you're trying to go on a book buying ban, but you want to read a book. And then you're like browsing Amazon, whatever, or you're on social media and you see this book deal for 99 cents. Why not buy that for 99 cents? Yeah, you may not own it, but if you read the book for 99 cents, at least you didn't spend a whole bunch of money on it. Because what if you don't like it, right? But then if you do love the book, you can always go buy it at a later time when you break your book buying ban. That's how I think of it. So yeah, so if you have a toxic trait of buying ebooks and just like me, let me know. Again, if you read any of these books and you think I need to push some of these up on my TBR, let me know. Now, I can't promise you that I'm gonna get to these by the end of the year, but I definitely want to make them priority at the top of 2026, because right now your girl is booked and busy, and I already got the reads that I'm going to be reading locked and loaded and ready for me to get to before the year ends. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share with your people, because we're trying to build our family and our community over here. If you are able to, hype this video up. And until next time, ta-ta.